sets that are needed for ID, but I learn gradually. I learn and learn and learn. They will teach you how to do 3D modeling. They will teach you how to do, models and how to draw and stuff. Yeah, they teach you everything here. So just come with an open mind. You have to compromise a lot, like what he said. A lot of your time will be with school. So like what he said, you have to like what you do. So yeah, that would be my advice, to really think first what you want to do, and maybe jump into it later.
Thank you very much for the questions. Anyone else would like to ask? So, okay, while maybe some of you are thinking of your questions, I'd like to try to follow up on the question that we asked. So if you feel that there's no need for this very high level of skill set, okay, like drawing in particular, which is I think a misconception to many people, right? So, of course, we have to be realistic that the school has demands, okay? And, we have a standard of students that we accept in our school. So if you are going to give them advice on the kind of skill set that is useful to have before they enter our school, what would those skill sets be and why?
Well, like you said, school have standards. I'm not saying that you can't come in without like a clue how to draw, but I'm just saying that you don't have to be an expert at it, But like, yeah.
What other skill sets do you think would be
So,
useful?
I think the skill set that would be useful. One of the things is you have to have, what do you say, like an eagerly desire.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the skills. Like, okay, give him a mic then.
Okay. Maybe like interpersonal skill would be kind of important. Like when you don't know like you gotta know like a lot of people to like get to the end part of the solution, know how to get there, and you need a Google skill, like like a research, yeah.
Research skills.
Okay. Yeah. Or like, yep. And for like research, you have to actually do a true research before you come to ID. What we actually do, you can watch some YouTubers to actually like this viral New Zealand guy who actually like documented his whole life in ID program. You can show that to students of what like industrial design is like, and they're like, yeah, it's kind of like pretty direct, and yeah, and because we cannot communicate to you like by words and picture alone. You have to like it is a sharing society now. Like everything and every content can be shared online, and now like yeah, you actually need to get like get to the point and get to the action part rather than like start and think and just do something.
For me, it's like it's not that kind of skills you need, because I entered this school with kind of I nearly have no skill at all. I didn't draw that good something, but it's kind of tip for me that you have to be open. You have to be open about everything, because it's like if you have like an empty class and you can learn everything. I couldn't draw, so I came here and I asked my friend how to draw the perspective, or I couldn't make a model. I asked my senior about the program like AutoCAD, AI, SketchUp, those kind of things you can learn.
Yeah.
But you just have to be open and you have to be prepared to work hard. Because architecture, I'm sure that you all know that, okay, architecture you don't have time to sleep. Yeah, maybe that's true, but if there's something that you love, you will be ready for it, and you can learn, but you can work all night to do what you love and just be open.
For me, I think communication skill, I think is one of the most important skill in design. Like similar what like she mentioned before, that everything we do is like it's about communication. Like for example, like when you draw, normally we communicate by words, right? But we like what she said that like we draw our drawings, our modeling, everything is about communication. Like we visualize what we want to communicate, and I think that's very important.
Oh, I know what I want to say now. It's self-motivation. You need to have
I'm
that.
sorry, can I interrupt you there?
Yeah, sure.
So there was a question earlier in the day, you were asking about the language skills that you need to have when you enter the university. So when you say communication and language skills, are they two things? Are you referring to two things or two different, similar things or two different things?
Different, not language.
Please explain.
It's about the content of what you're going to say, because I think design is it's universal. Language like is different thing. Like when you visualize something, it's universal. Everything, every people understand. Yeah, so it's not like language like written or verbal. Not like that.
Yeah. You need that as well, as not what he's trying to convey here. Because communication is all about getting the idea across. So if they want to communicate to one side, whether I can just like do this, is communicating as well. It's not particularly need to be in a language.
Yeah, it seems like the communication is not only for the about the communication is not only like we talk together, but it can represent in a very different style. We have the very different of the skill. Some people might be very good to be like sketching. Some people like to be good at the model, or some people like they love to do the computer technical 3D, or even like we can communicate in a very different style because we have the very different of the identity. In our school, we're very unique in about the identity of each of the student. So we would have the very good potential to like open mind and
Yeah.
yeah.
Also about the verbal, like the language of the English language, like, is really important to convey the client or the users. So it's one of the important, I think, is you have to take like involving in the design presentation. So not only the language that convey through the artwork, but you have to be able to talk about it fluently, so people would understand more. It's like supporting tools for designers to use as the tools, like something like that.
The skill that I think that you need, another one is self-motivation and adaptability, because this school, like the campus is quite far away, so you need to know how to adapt, not only in terms of the study, the academics, but also in terms of like learning how to live by yourself and away from your family, making new friends. So you need a lot of, you have to learn how to adapt, and you have to have self-motivation, because like what she said, not everyone comes with a full set of skills, so you need to have like motivation to learn.
Any other questions? Okay, I think maybe one last question, right? Can you please talk about your life as a whole, okay? Not only the academic part, but tell them about, co-curricular or extracurricular activities that you have been taking part in or you have been involved in that you think has helped you grow as a person. Not only academically, but as a person, as a whole. Okay? Please share.
To be honest, I don't join much curricular activity, but mostly for extracurricular activity that is mostly come by like maybe like just university opportunity where like lecturers come to the room, they bring some guests like from all the places, and then like I just introduce myself to the guests, and they're like, oh hi, what's your name and stuff, and then like I just happen to join, like for example like energy gift, that's this beautiful lecturer coming from Japan, and then I actually introduced myself to her, and then like we actually get to do some fun project together. We also have some Kham. Kham is great, it's an ice-breaking skill to actually like get to know the senior. In our school in Thailand, it's different from like foreign firms because like we have this kind of like unity of like seniors. When you don't know something, you go ask the senior. The senior actually helps you learn a lot. I learned a lot from my senior. I don't know Adobe Illustrator, I don't know Photoshop, I don't know mobiles. But when I go to my senior, they show me that in like 40 seconds or something. And then like just happened to like yeah, senior helps you actually like learn a lot like from doing like extracurricular activities.
Yeah, and about the activity I mentioned before, like especially in the first year, like it's gonna be like kind of the most activity you will get on the first year. We have so many camp, maybe for example, like it's kind of volunteer camp that we will build a classroom or library for the children, like on the north of the Thailand for 10 days.
Building the real building like hand on. Like we have to like using saw to like cut the wood, using real hammers, something like that, like from scratch.
Yeah, and furthermore, we always have activities in our campus. Yeah, and we have a school sport that rugby that all the girls and boys we can play together, and we even have a girl team to play rugby, and we play it with the other university. We have activities. It's called cheerful. It's kind of that you cheer against each other to the other university. Like for example, like our architecture faculty with the Thammasat University or maybe Kasetsat University, like all architecture students, we like do the cheers. Cheerful. It's called cheerful. It's a kind of activity that we have like a song of our campus and they have their song of their campus, and we like have a drama. It's not a drama, I mean like the performance.
Musical.
Yeah.
Like a play. A play.
Yeah, it's a play. And
there's a lot of like entertainment like related activities, right? But if you look at these entertainment activities from like another perspective, like for example, like a concert, something like that. We have a concert in our campus. Like we are studying in design field, and we can do stage design, we can do like advertisement, graphic for these events. Even though it's like maybe like considered as a party or like entertainment, but there's like academic to it. You can do like stage design and things like that.
One of the extracurricular that this faculty has is that it's really different from other faculties in the sense that it's really like family-like. It's really like a close-knit community. So like the seniors and the juniors are really close together. So they'll have like cooking day, which is like the juniors will cook for the seniors so that they can bond and get to know each other. And a lot of like the workshops that I participated, I considered it extracurricular because you get to go abroad, you get to go to like field trips. So it's really, really fun because like you get to like I went to NAFA and I get to see their school, and I get to like work with them and see how we're different or alike. It's very, very fun, yeah, to get to do that. So a lot of the extracurricular in this school, it's pretty great, I would say. And I did learn a lot from it.
And the other thing, like Khun mentioned, like for example, cooking day. When we're gonna have some kind of activity, we promoted by the first year student. They doing a cutout. They paint like the wall of our faculty to promote that. Okay, next week we're gonna have this activity, and maybe they do a video promote it. They do the poster to promote the activity that upcoming next week. That okay, we're gonna have cooking day. We can have visual and sound. We have like the rugby competition between like the senior and the junior, those kind of thing.
And the how they paint, what you say that they paint to promote. I'm saying like a big wall. They paint it to promote, like they paint the poster on the wall. And every time the new event comes, they have to repaint it every time. So it's like you have to like learn teamwork between what the year you're in, because like freshman year, like I said, ID is not a part of like everyone in or design fundamental. So it's kind of like this kind of activities would like bring the students together and actually work together to accomplish like the goal.
And sometimes extracurricular activity can be like combined with the lesson itself. For example, if we have client work with like a scuba diving knife, so we take student to like a scuba dive, and then like do experiment with the knife, like making real product and expose to real world. And there's this one project like where we go on a Thai train trip to Chiang Mai. Actually, like we actually have to like take like the local train from Bangkok to Chiang Mai, which is like 12 hours. We bring like guitar, and then like we do some sketch and do some ideation on the train and stuff. Yeah.
That's really fun.
Okay, well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I guess we can wrap up today's session, but before we go, we'd like to invite you to one more ongoing interior architecture exhibition. Do you have the details? Would you like to invite them? Yes?
The opening is today at Thian Center G4 next to
What time is the opening?
6:30.
I'm sorry?
6:30.
6:30 p.m. The opening of the exhibition is at 6:30 p.m. Starts today. Where?
Thian Center G4.
Siam Center G floor. So please, if you have time this evening, join us there. And it will run until
27.
27. Okay, so for 3 days, right? Until Sunday. So if you have time, please visit. Okay, please visit us. And also, please don't forget to fill in the evaluation form for us, so we could, improve our next sessions, hopefully. Okay, so before I close, I think I'd like to leave you with 2 words. Like these are the things that I saw repeatedly on today's session. The first is that I think you can realize that our school is very hands-on. So you can see that students are involved in not only listening to lectures and sitting down and reading books, but also participating in activities. And that is connected to the other word, which is collaboration. You can see that our students do a lot of collaboration internationally, okay, and also locally with companies and also their lecturers in school and other universities in Thailand. So we hope that today's session have provided you enough information so that when you go back to your schools, you could effectively guide your students to the career path that they would like to take. And of course, we hope that you bring them to us. Okay.